or stop swinging your arms. I heard that all the time.
They were down so many times. Charlie Fiddler literally splayed on the floor of all sports.
Of all sports.
Of all sports.
And Forest did a bloody good job.
They did so well.
Hope got in my head and I was like,
she gets in everyone's head.
Welcome to season 1, episode 6 of Longer Than 3 Seconds with your hosts, Ali and
Rosie. Hi.
First time. We
know you did that without any prep. Well done.
I took one deep breath and entered host mode.
Very good. Very
Netball
good. How are you?
I'm okay. Monday has Mondayed hard.
Oh, gosh.
I don't even have like a reason, but I cried before I came here. And you know when I was like, I was setting off, come in here, it's a Monday. You know, I was like, I'm going to be late, 10 minutes late. I've just had a little cry. Absolutely fine now.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, just had to get
let it out.
Get it out. I had a long ass Lucio phase. I'm on day 6 of my period.
Oh, gosh.
By tomorrow, I'll be a different woman.
Yeah, you'll be back feeling yourself soon enough.
I couldn't even tell you why I cried.
Oh.
But there we go. I'm better now.
It's just little things that often get you, isn't it?
I just need to come see you, have a stroke of Bargo and talk about netball.
Well, you're here now.
Different woman.
Yeah.
What was the last reason you cried for?
Probably cried this weekend because of Pulse. Like, I'm not even joking. But yeah.
Emotional times, to be fair. All the emotions.
Yeah.
Other than the Pulse game, did you do anything exciting this weekend?
Not really. I watched a lot of netball, but I had some plans cancelled. So, like, you know, you're just like...
Was it one of them ones where the plans get cancelled and you kind of like, I'm not mad about it?
Yeah, it just meant we could reset.
Oh,
you know?
lovely.
Yeah.
And do a little Sunday reset?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Saturday reset, right?
It's a Saturday reset.
Saturday reset.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Winner.
At least there was a lot of excitement this weekend.
Yes, so much excitement. I feel a bit tired today. So you're emotional and I'm tired. So this podcast...
We'll see how this episode goes. It could be
Let's
all over
just
the place.
go.
But do you want to get straight into it?
Let's get straight into
Let's
it.
go to what happened on court.
Woohoo!
I'll be honest, I watched the games in the complete wrong order. Okay. I was on catch up the whole weekend. So today I watched Rhinos versus Dragons as my last game, but it was in fact the first game of the weekend.
It was. And actually, bridge from last episode, Jazz Brown went down in the last time we spoke.
Yes.
And actually she has now been told that she needs surgery on her Achilles. So she's now out and she has been replaced in the Rhino squad by Sasha Howard, who is Cassie Howard's
There's
sister.
a lot of sister duos in well, there's 2.
Yeah.
There's 2 sister duos
that we're aware of.
That we're aware of. That we have made note of.
Yes. We've got the Everett sisters in Pulse.
I don't know if I'd like to play with my sister.
I don't have a sister.
No offence to Sam and Steph. Love them dearly.
What's it like?
I never played with them. They're 10 years older than me, to be fair. So if we did play together, it would be quite well, actually, no, that could happen. I think they'd either destroy me in a horrible way or... I don't know. I just don't think the vibe would be good. Siblings are odd together.
Yeah.
The biggest love you'll ever receive, but also probably the biggest abuse you'll ever receive too.
Oh my gosh.
How would that work on court?
It'd be like slapping your bum and clapping you when you score and yet like
pushing you over when
your own teammates.
Abuse to the other team.
Yeah, exactly. I hope Jazz gets better soon. It's obviously quite a big deal for England as well to be losing.
It's devastating news. Like she's out with her Achilles. I don't know if they said whether it was a rupture or a tear, but obviously it's serious enough to knock her out of England, which she only debuted for 2025, and she did such a good job. So yeah, it's devastating. It's the worst year to do it. But at least she's young. At least there's time.
Yeah, she is. And Achilles is a bit of a nasty one, as in it's quite a stubborn injury. But I'm sure she'll be fine. She'll come back even harder. Yeah, I'm wishing her all the best with that.
Absolutely.
The Rhinos Dragons game. I was quite excited about this one.
Yeah, you said that you were excited about that last week.
Yeah, I was. I thought it was going to be really tight. I thought, it was going to be really good with super shots galore and everything. But actually, Rhinos just didn't take them.
No, the game was pretty consistent, but they consistently didn't take any super shots.
Yeah. So, and that was not what I was expecting from Paige Reed and Jones, to be honest. Like, that is their thing. They are the team that have the least 1-pointers in the whole of the league because they rely solely on the super shots.
Do you think there's a reason why they didn't feel the confidence to do it?
I don't know whether they heard the stat about being low on the 1-pointers
after hearing that.
Yeah. And just were like, we need to improve our 1-point game. So we'll, do that. But I don't know why they didn't take them. And it just meant that then when they did have to take them, they were under so much pressure that they then didn't score them.
I think as well, Dragons definitely do have a very good defense. And they are now, they're getting the clips after the games. They're often of Jackie Newton. Like they know what they're going in for. Yes. I don't know whether that alongside it goes into your head when you're going into that knowing that you've got on your name that you need to get a few more super shots.
Yeah, it could be. I felt like it was a fairly even match till half time, and then Q3, all of a sudden, it just like went in favour for Dragons, and they ended up being 12 up. And then the game finished with them being 11 up.
Yeah. They tore away. I was looking at it earlier. The score goes up for Rhinos. They were so consistent the whole time. They were like 12 in the quarter one, 12 in quarter two. I think like 13 in one of the quarters, 12 again. So like they kept it relatively consistent the whole time. But the issue was that Dragons didn't. And then that third quarter, they pulled away by like 20.
Yeah, it was really exciting.
Once you've done that, if you keep that.
And like even the commentator was going, shoot the ball,
Just
the
do
ball.
it.
Yeah, because Rhinos were just like passing it between themselves across the D, you know, doing these swing balls to wing attack to then get into a new position. And they just like weren't taking it. There was just like lack of confidence. There was just this real kind of, no, you do it. No, you do it. No, you do it type
Whereas
vibes.
they're fighting with on the absolute opposite side. You've got Neve McCall, who is full of confidence. She's getting every single one in and taking every shot that she gets.
She literally is greedy with it.
Rude.
She's
really,
literally
like,
greedy with
someone
it.
else.
And she got Pom in the end because player of the match, because she literally was telling people, go for the one, go for the two. She was like a conductor of an orchestra.
She looked good. She makes it look so good that it's effortless. And I feel like every week we mention her, but I feel like you can't. Your eyes are drawn to her when you watch.
And she's such an engine. She played, I think, for the whole 60 minutes and she just didn't stop. Mm-hmm. She playmate. She was so consistent. She deserved player of the match for sure.
When you look at the scores, the things that a super shot can do, if she's getting them in like that and Rhinos are too scared to take them, it can be game swinging.
Yeah, it really was, to be fair. And actually, on that point about defence that you mentioned earlier, Yomi Wilson got called for contact, and the commentator said it's because her arms are quite static. And I thought you would quite like this, being a defender yourself.
So she got called for contact because her arms were static.
Yeah, and she said that the commentator said if she just moved them more, that she wouldn't get called for that. So if she just
so
moved
it's just that she's
arms,
holding that position round them rather than
switching.
So interesting. I'm trying to picture that. But
just like move, like wavy arms around. I think you'll be fine.
Often, like you get the call of arms before distance,
yeah,
or stop swinging your arms. I heard that all the time.
Yeah,
We've
got
got
arms across your body.
Yeah, someone on our team, Wanda, love her to pieces, but Wanda does love a leap and flail.
Yeah.
And she always gets called for the flail.
She does.
So I'm very conscious to not flail.
Yeah, but they're saying, no, you should keep movement.
Moderate flail.
Yeah.
Moderate flail.
Can
be useful.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
She takes the note. Write that down for later.
Yeah.
So the score for me, I didn't think it was that surprising. I thought Dragons would win, and I didn't think they'd win by like a significant bulldozing amount. So the score 51-62 to me kind of was what I expected.
Well, I knew that they wanted to win because this was the first win of the season for them.
Which feels wild because I feel like every week I'm thinking
feels wild. But they have played really tough people. They played Loughborough Lightning, London Pulse, Manchester Thunder.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay, that's why. And that's why I guess every game we've been like, they've done really well considering who they were playing. Yeah, and then this week they won. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, it makes sense.
My
but
thought
I was
process
quite
makes
surprised
sense.
when I saw them on the leaderboard. I was like, what?
Because
why are they
I feel
so
like
low?
we're always yelling their praises. Every week we're like, Dragons did this. And was it Pulse last week? They lost by 1 point.
Yeah.
So that in itself, we were celebrating for that. You weren't celebrating as Pulse fan, but we were celebrating for Dragons as oh my God, that's amazing. But yeah, first win. So well done, Dragons.
Well done, Dragons. And it was well deserved. I felt they fought for it. They played well. So
yeah. Hard deserved. And I think that Rhinos, I think it was likely that they'd have a week where they'd struggle with the loss of Jazz Brown.
Yeah.
Both as a team structurally and also probably emotionally. They've got to, watching your teammate go down with a significant injury, I think does affect you.
Yeah.
So maybe next week they'll come back a little stronger, who knows?
Yeah, I just feel I'm not vindicated yet because I was really excited about this team, Rhinos. I genuinely was so excited about them after the Super Cup and just generally hearing about who they got signed over the summer. I was really excited. So the fact that they are not being as successful as I was hoping, I'm like, I really, really want them to come to a win soon.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
So game 2, which was actually my game 1, Panthers versus Thunder. I thought this was a really good game. Yeah. I really enjoyed this game. It felt really exciting. I think, again, natural presumption, Thunder would win, which they did, no surprise. But they didn't win the way I thought they'd win.
They did not win the way that I thought they'd win.
Absolutely not.
There were so many errors on their part, like throwing the balls away and stuff like that, like uncharacteristically.
It was messy.
But it's not like Thunder.
No, because I think that to be fair, we keep saying this, like we're expecting them to play a certain way, and every time they don't, I'm like, this isn't very Thunder. And I'm like, maybe Thunder haven't played the whole season so far.
Maybe this is Thunder.
Maybe this is Thunder.
Which would be kind of crazy given the players. Like on the team sheet, they should be the best team by far, but maybe they just aren't yet.
Well, let's go into it.
So Birmingham Panthers lost Gabby Coffey due to injury.
Was that again? A back injury, that one?
I don't know. And I don't think it was on court.
No, I feel like I saw something about it on Instagram, which obviously is the source of all. The Bible.
Yeah.
But I think I read a back injury, but I might have also. Don't quote me on that one.
Okay.
So I think I saw somewhere that they got a player in as a replacement. That was an old Mavs player.
Yes.
I think it was Keris Finn.
Yes,
is that right?
That's correct. Yeah. Yep. And she slotted in really well, I think. Yeah, it was a great debut for her to be in the NSL. Really, really lovely. But
good game to start, to be fair.
Yeah. Birmingham Panthers were hot out of the blocks. They were winning in the first quarter, but unfortunately, Manchester Thunder pulled away when Sophie Fawns and Anna Cardwell started sinking super shots. They had 100% shooting accuracy in the first quarter.
That's disgusting.
So it ended 9-17.
That's crazy. But amazing shooting. Will say I'm always going to be first to jump back to the defender. Charlie Fiddler for me throughout we can break it down quarter by quarter, but the entire game, her interceptions and her game reading for me was outrageously good.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where she did about 3 really good interceptions in the first bit. And I was thinking, oh my God, great game. This is all on Charlie Fiddler. Great game reading, doing amazing. Then it got to the point where I was like, when are Thunder going to realise that she's going to get that? They should be able to read now that Charlie Fiddler is reading it. So get ahead of it. And instead it was like the same shots. And like, kudos to her, she appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But we were saying earlier, I think it gave Eleanor Cardwell and Charlie Fiddler some kind of rivalry.
Yeah, what did you think?
Things were getting a bit sticky.
So did I. I wrote that.
There was just a few moments where I was like, when that camera isn't on them, they're either pushing and shoving a little bit or that something's happening. Because there's one point when umpire gave the ball to Panthers, Eleanor Cardwell clearly didn't agree or was unhappy with something about it, and she didn't just not put the ball down, she like threw it in the other direction, and I was like, ooh.
And then Charlie Fiddler pulled a face, because actually that is like an offence.
It's a bit shitty.
No, it's an offence.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So you can get called for that, or you can be
she
told.
was kind of like, call her.
Yeah, because she'd done it a few times. But yeah, I do think that their contest was really high. Between the two of them, I think they're a really good matchup in the D. Like, both of them won every single ball, and they're both all body, right?
Yeah.
They are putting their body on the line every time. They were down so many times. Charlie Fiddler literally splayed on the floor, like arms and legs everywhere.
Akimbo.
Yeah, akimbo, honestly. But Eleanor Cardwell also went down a few times, and in the second quarter, she did this like backward roll.
Did she do a Rosie?
She did a Rosie, and I was like,
somersault mid-game.
I do that.
Maybe it's a shooting thing.
Yeah,
I think it's an exceptional skill to have, to be able to roll your fall out.
Yeah,
is great, because I just hit deck.
But the backward roll and then to your feet, honestly, gets all your limbs all safe, all your organs are tucked away.
Tuck in, fetal position and roll.
It's what everyone should be doing on the netball court.
Yeah. Well, more of that from you, because I don't want you getting any more injuries.
No.
And Eleanor Cardwell, same to you.
Yeah.
Keep it nice and clean, please.
Yeah.
But the game, the shots, I don't even remember, to be honest. My entire commentary is just about defense.
Yeah. No, we spoke about Maturo.
Oh, yeah. No, I take it back. I did say that.
Tiana Maturo,
Her confidence, absolutely glowing. And also, every single time, loved it. Every time she got a shot in, she like a good shot. She looked like, did you see that?
Yeah.
Her face was like, did you see that though? Like,
yeah, she's a very likeable character.
Yeah, she's got character.
Yeah, but also twinkle toes. So she did this cool thing last week, and she kept on doing cool things this week that I was like, God, she's a little ballet dancer.
Some of them were unsuccessful this week, but they still, it was almost like, she was almost trying to do it. I was kind of like, how many times are you going to fall off court and throw it back on? Yeah. But I think once or twice it worked. But there was a few times as well that I felt that she was maybe being, whatever the feed was into the D, clearly was just overjudging a little bit, which was the reason why she had to do that.
Because she doesn't look that tall. I don't know. Like, I don't know how tall she is.
Netball is so deceiving.
Yeah, it's so deceiving.
Everybody looks the same height, and in fact, they're all about 6'2".
But no, they're not. All the mid-court aren't, but I think they still look tall.
This is true.
You forgetting the mid-court again.
I'm so sorry to mid-court. I will write my formal letter of apology. Yeah. But saying that, I did make a point this week. So last week, Rosie said, right, I'm going to say it, mid-court don't get enough attention. Yeah. They are the true game players.
Yeah.
Playmakers even. And so this week when I was watching, I made a point of telling myself, don't just look for the dopamine hit, follow the middle of the court. Look at the middle of the court. Don't just look up when there's a goal short interception.
Well done.
Try and follow the middle of the court. I did good. Right. So these are my notes. I said wing attack, Alana Pullen.
Yes.
Some great feeds I've written down.
Yeah.
So that's exceptional work from wing attack.
Well done.
I also made a comment on Izzy K.
Yes, wing defence.
Great game reading.
Both Birmingham Panthers, by the way.
I loved Panthers this week.
Yeah.
Honestly, they are probably, out of the games that I watched, which were the two that we've discussed so far, they were my favourite team to watch.
Yeah, they were really fun.
Enjoyed watching them play.
They have got nothing to lose. They've got 0 points on the board.
Yeah, throw your body on the line.
They are literally like, we'll try anything at this point. And that sense of relief and excitement and being relaxed, I think everyone's fun. Yeah. I think there are times that Thunder, for example, have got in their head so much at the beginning of the season that I was like, you're not really fun to watch because you look so stressed. Whereas Birmingham Panthers in this game, lots of smiles, like no one really took it that serious.
And I don't think the score, 48-58, is a sad score for them. I think, like you said, they've got nothing to lose. They're playing against one of the they're playing against one of the best teams, a team that people are saying they expected to win the league this year.
Me.
So, me. people on this sofa.
Yes.
100% of the participants of this podcast, including Margot, the dog, thought that Thunder were going to win probably.
For sure.
So, Panthers didn't really have anything to complain about with 48-58, I don't think.
No, at all. So, player of the match was Nicola Smith, which is goal defence for Manchester Thunder. So, apparently, a couple of weeks ago, Nicola Smith popped her shoulder out, dislocated her shoulder, and popped it back in the game during round 1. Then had round 2 and 3 off, and then came back in for round 4 now. But I had no idea that you would be able to do that on court. That's crazy.
That must be something she's used. She must have done it before and known I can do this back in. Because if someone said pop your shoulder back in, I'd probably vomit on them.
Yeah, disgusting.
And I'm pretty good at gore, but
no, but yeah, it was obviously great to have her back. But I'm gonna be honest,
didn't notice.
She wasn't someone that really drew me in. Who was your player of the match?
Either Matoro or I actually put a lot about Izzy K during that game.
Yeah.
She was pretty high up on and I don't know whether that was just because I was forcing myself to follow mid-court more or that she actually was worthy of player of the match. But I know you don't naturally give player of the match to the losing team.
Yeah.
But I think they gave Thunder such a run for their money that they should have.
Yeah. I mean, in Q3, Birmingham Panthers were up by 1. So I'm like, for me, it would have gone Maturo because I think that was well deserved. She found her form in that quarter as well. So yeah, for me, sorry, Nicola Smith, we're not going to strip you of that title. But
I'm sure if you paid more attention, you'd probably done amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my player of the match.
Yeah, fair. I think that was a great game. And I am really excited to see how Panthers do now. They've got a bit of confidence back. I think that they've got it in them. There's something, and I think a win is brewing. So the game that neither of us have managed to watch is Mavs versus Lightning, which, sad about, thought it would be a great game.
Thought it would be a really good game. I was really excited about it. But because I was travelling into London to go and watch the Pulse game, it meant that it was at the wrong time. So when I got home last night, I was thinking, I'll watch a bit of it, but it was too late. So this morning I got up early before work to watch the game, and I couldn't get it on Sky Sports.
Same, and I thought it was me. I was so confident it was my fault because I clicked the link on the Instagram story, linked to YouTube, said this video is private, then kept refreshing, then tried searching it on the Sky Sports thing. I don't know whether I'm just a bit of a fanny, but I can never find it.
Well, I then went on the NSL website itself when you can go on the game and then click replay and you can watch it from there. Couldn't get on it either. So the information that we have about this one is not going to be what it usually is.
Yeah, it's kind of built from Instagram updates, any match reports we could find. But I will say, one of the things that I do know is that, again, the quality wasn't great. I used my secret Spidey sources and asked, where is the video? Where is the stream? And they said that they're trying to upgrade the stream and then re-upload it. That is a positive from a negative. But I do wish we could have seen it.
But also communicate that with your fans then.
Yeah, just say it. I think that's the thing with netball at the moment, is that just keep people in the loop, because there's so many fans and you can't follow it if you can't see it.
Exactly.
Just let me know. I'll schedule that I can watch it tomorrow. Rather than wasting 30 minutes trying to find it.
If you have watched this game, who was your player of the match?
Yeah, give us a call out.
Yeah, who did you like? What did you think was good about it? Can you run us through it a little bit? Because obviously I've got the information from the NSL website that we can talk about now, but we would really love some people's views on it.
We want some opinions. We want the debate.
Because I don't think the stats give the full picture.
They don't, because you can't really... We've had so many times where you've read the stats and I've been like, so therefore they won, and you've been like, nope. So this, I would love to see it. So I'll turn this into a short. We want Mavs details.
Yeah.
Should Lightning have won? Did Mavs do great?
Who was your player of the match?
Who was your player of the match? It was Alice Harvey, right?
Yes.
So last week I was raving about her. Can't rave about this week. Don't know.
No, we don't know. So yeah, let us know. But from what I know, halftime there was 2 in it. Mavs were trailing, so it was 28-30 to Lightning. And then at full time it was 8 in it, so 58 Mavs and 66 Lightning. But as you said about stats, so Mavs had more feeds, more gains, more deflections, more pickups, more interceptions, but less goals.
That's so weird.
Well, it's just, if you've got less goals, you're not going to win.
I know, but usually all of those things lead to goals.
I know. So yeah, Lightning had 95% shooting accuracy and Mavs had a 91%, both in the 90s. It would have been I'm sure it was an amazing game, honestly.
Yeah, a great game.
It sounds so good. So I'm a bit gutted to have missed it, but you know, Tamsin Greenway, the head coach at Mavs, gives it a big one about defending the super shot. Mm-hmm. That's like her thing. And from what I just said about the deflections, pickups, intercepts, gains, all that stuff, it sounds like she's done a really good job at that. The Mavs still didn't get as many super shots. They only got 8 compared to Loughborough Lightning's 11. So I mean, there's still work to do, but Sammy Wallace-Joseph and Ella Clark are formidable.
Very hard people to mark. Like Tamsin Greenway's right, obviously defend the super shot, but they're going into a game where they've got to defend probably the hardest super shotters.
Yeah.
So they probably did defend it pretty well. The score was 58-66, so not even 10 in it, which is pretty exceptional for the team that they played. So I think it's going to have been a great game.
Yeah, I'm gutted to not have seen it so far, but hopefully we'll get that stream soon.
We will look out for it. But until then, tell us everything we need to know.
Yeah.
So the last game, she's shaking her head already. Pulse versus Forest. I didn't watch this game because I only had a certain amount of time. Rosie was messaging me about how involved she was, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to get it live from the source. I've done a little bit of research, but from the top, how would you describe the game, Rosie?
It's just unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Fiance James, called it the best game that's going to be on this year of all sports.
Of all sports.
And he follows a lot of sports. He was like, that was so intense. So, yeah.
So you went to the game. So you were live in action, Copperbox.
Yeah.
Fiance James, mum and dad.
Yeah.
Which lovely. It was a family outing.
Yeah. And I was screaming so much the people next to us said, oh, do you know someone? Are you related to one of the players? No, I just love London Pulse, okay? I'm so, there in Rosie... your hoodie and my training London Pulse top are looking like number one fan.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love it. So Rosie is a London Pulse fan.
Yeah. I have bought James a London Pulse top and my mother. So it's just my dad. Father's Day's coming up. Andy Coombs, you're getting a London Pulse top.
He'll be listening to this as well. I've heard that the Coombs are deeply involved in listening.
They are.
So I'll neutralise this for a little bit. I'll become a Forest fan for this bit.
Okay.
Forest did a bloody good job.
They did so well, to the point where I'm like, I feel a bit bad.
I feel bad that...
What happened?
Sorry, Pulse, but I feel bad that they were winning for such a majority of the game. So, and it went to extra time, right?
Yeah, so Chelsea Pittman said, we were in control for 58 minutes of the game.
Oh.
And they were up every single quarter. Quarter 1, they're up by 3. Quarter 2, they're up by 5. Quarter 4... Oh, no, did that wrong. Sorry.
She's so involved.
Right. And she was right.
There were 7 quarters.
She was right. They're up by 3 in quarter 1. They're up by 5 in quarter 2. They're up by 4 in quarter 3. And we got to even at 53 by the end of quarter 4. And as we know, we cannot have draws in the NSL.
I love it.
So it went to extra time. Yeah.
So going into this, I'm going to say it, last week was that Nottingham Forest could beat London Pulse the way that the Nottingham Forest are playing. And like I said, I am meant to be a neutral here, but maybe I'm a Forest fan.
Maybe you are.
But maybe I am.
Also, what a good call from you.
They're playing so well.
Yeah,
they're playing organised, they're playing calm, they're playing collected. Exactly what I said last week. Just like to say, I might even do a little link back on this to what I said, because they absolutely showed Pulse that they are contenders.
I would agree. However, the only reason that was the score all the way through is because Pulse could not shoot. I cannot tell you how frustrating it was as a Pulse fan. The crowd were going, shoot, like everyone around me screaming for London Pulse players to take the shot. Honestly,
were they just passing it round? Were they just not having a go?
Some were having a go. They weren't sitting, they weren't sinking. Then they were passing it about between them. No one felt comfortable anywhere. They would go back to the same place that they were in before, and they still didn't want to take it. Then they'd feed it back out, and then it'd go back to the line. And honestly, it was so frustrating to watch when they just won't sink.
And they've got exceptional shooters as well. So why that wasn't working?
I know. Why? What do you think?
Do you think it's a case of confidence? Because I remember you said that they had all 3 of their shooters. They had Cheen, they had Maseko, they had Kelly, all up there at some point. Was it just no gelling? Was it something to do with the feeding? Was it...
No, honestly, they had 30 more feeds than Nottingham Forest.
That's like so many.
That is so many more feeds. We had so many opportunities. We just couldn't sink them. I don't know whether the ball was different.
She's blaming the ball. She's blaming the ball.
The hoop was different. The net looked weird. There was something happening.
It equally swapped sides, and the same ball is used for both teams.
It was so weird. It was so weird. But yeah, it just meant that we couldn't. But when Sophie Kelly found her way,
that's when it changed.
That was the big moment. Yeah. So can I just also say, when you're in the arena, we haven't had extra time before yet this season.
Was it sexy?
No, because the announcer didn't tell us what was going on.
What?
So after the first half, so you do 5 minutes each way when it comes to extra time.
Yeah.
After the first 5 minutes, the announcer said London Pulse have won, and people left.
But it wasn't over.
It wasn't over. We had an extra 5 minutes left to play.
Why did she do that? Did she correct it? Did she get anyone back in, or?
No. So I was shouting to the people around us, like, there's another 5 minutes, like, stay here.
People will have genuinely thought you were there, as honestly, you were kitted out.
Yeah, ambassador.
The crazy Pulse lady is
honestly.
Everyone.
But how are you meant to know? We rely on these announcers and the commentators and people like that to tell us these things. Like, netball, the professionalisation of netball is new. The NSL as a league and getting bigger is new.
We're in this 2.0 era. There's new rules.
Yeah.
Like, even if you have followed netball your whole life, this isn't normal netball anymore. This is netball 2.0. This is bigger, it's better. If you want people to be interested, you've got to make it easy.
Yeah.
And fair dues to her. Everyone makes a mistake.
Yeah.
And this weekend was the first weekend that extra time had been hit this season, right? Mm-hmm. But to not correct it, it's difficult.
Yeah, it's really hard. And I feel for her, but also just say, got that wrong or whatever, or maybe not even say that, just be like, we've got to
make it exciting. Oh no, actually there's still you don't have to admit fault.
No, I felt like bad for the people leaving because they missed 5 minutes of amazing netball, because anything could have happened. Like, Rolene Stretka was on form with super shots, and so was Lily Smith, the goal attack that they had as well. So Pulse were doing all they could to defend Rolene, but actually Lily was great. So it's like, actually, if Sophie Kelly didn't find herself or find the super shot
rhythm
in the last half of extra time, then it would have changed.
But even that, like we were saying earlier, like if Jazz Brown, for example, last week went down and that game changed, you could lose a significant player. And if those 5 minutes, was it super shot time the whole time?
The whole time.
You lose a player, you lose a defender or something from injury in that 5 minutes. Screwed.
Yeah, so it was like really sad, I suppose, but Oh, yeah, it was the best game ever.
It was just the best game.
I did feel bad for Forest. They did so well. Like, Jada Pekova was phenomenal as goalkeeper for Nottingham Forest. Cheen holds, and I don't know how Jada Pekova does it, but every single ball over, she was just getting.
Was she getting frustrated, Liv Cheen?
I imagine so. I didn't really read it.
I would be frustrated.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't be? But the fact that Jada was so good on her body positioning for those balls, it was great to see. So yeah, they had loads of people that played really well, and I think could have got player of the match, to be honest.
Okay, who did get player of the match?
Sophie Kelly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She was the only reason that we won. Like, if she hadn't have
she
found
was the
herself,
game changer.
Yeah. So Pulse honestly did really well. Zara Everett also got 150 London Pulse appearances, so they gave her flowers.
Was it London
and stuff.
Pulse appearances, or was it NSL appearances as a whole, or has she only ever been Pulse?
I'm pretty sure she's only ever been Pulse.
Okay,
15 years.
Probably both those things. Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just need the dog in shock.
But one interesting thing I did notice, so the wing attack for Nottingham Forest, Brie Grierson, pretended to go at every centre slightly early.
So like falsed it a little bit.
Yeah, false alarmed it. And so Zara Everett went and she got called. I'm not talking like once or twice. I'm talking like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times throughout the game.
Stop being tricked.
Stop being tricked. I wanted to shake her and be like, can you not see what she's doing every single time? So then the game was getting advanced up to that line where it happened, and it just meant they were that much closer to scoring a goal.
Yeah, when you're not winning, this is the thing. Messy mistakes, little messy mistakes.
But I'm thinking
silly mistakes.
Could we use that?
We could, but I would probably fall for it and end up being the one who makes the mistake. I'm terrible. Actually, I will say I am very good at being in the air when the whistle goes. And I think that I get called more than I should be for being over the line because my feet aren't over the line.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point, isn't it?
My whole body's in flight. Yeah. But anyway, this is about Pulse. But I think I am wrongly called. Zara Everett, sorry for you. You were correctly called.
Yeah, it was amazing. Even the crowd was shouting, shoot, shoot. And like
the atmosphere must have been
the atmosphere was
amazing.
Incredible. And so then when we finished the game, James and I on the train home watched it again. The same game
on the train
home. We watched the same game we just seen in person, and we were listening to the commentators. They're silent. The commentators were just silent.
They were shook.
They were shook.
Shooketh.
And all you can hear is the crowd going crazy.
After all that excitement, what was the final score?
It was 73-63 to London Pulse.
Oh, I feel so sorry for Forest.
10. But they Nottingham Forest still get the bonus point because it went to extra time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which affects the league table when we look at it in a bit. Okay, so after all of those games, the league table's looking slightly different. But one thing remains the same.
What is that?
Loughborough Linings at the top.
Oh, well, that was good.
They're with 12. Then Manchester Thunder with 10.
I'm surprised that Manchester Thunder is still number 2. Okay.
I know, but they've had Pulse, Mavs, Dragons, and Birmingham Panthers. So they've won Mavs, they've won Dragons, they've won Birmingham Panthers.
To be fair, they have been winning. I just haven't been impressed.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I sound so catty. Sorry, carry on.
Nottingham Forest is still in third despite having this loss, but because of that bonus point I spoke about earlier, they've still got 10. So they've got 3 wins under their belt and 1 point being within 5.
A bonus point may end up being really influential.
Really important. Then Pulse. So after all that work that we did in extra time.
Overtime. They were working overtime.
Yeah. We still didn't. We're still not above them.
Wait, were you on the court?
Yeah. London Pulse are still not above Nottingham Forest. So they're with 9.
Here's a question. If they'd have beat them and in normal time, would they have been on par with them? Has the bonus point had any impact?
Yeah. It would be 9-all. It would
So
go to goal difference. I'm not sure who's up with goal difference, but yeah.
Oh.
Then in 5th we've got Mavs. 6th we've got Dragons. 7th we've got Rhinos, and Panthers are yet to have a win or a bonus point. So Panthers
I think
8th.
Panthers are due a win. That's my prediction for wait a minute, actually, who they play.
Yeah, let me tell you about this weekend. So
I'll
Friday night we've got Rhinos versus Pulse.
I'm predicting a Pulse win.
I'm predicting a Pulse win with that one, especially after this weekend. I think.
don't know though. After this weekend, am I predicting a Pulse win?
I think they'll have more confidence, but also I think it'll be a good game to try and get people's confidence back up around shooting.
Okay, yeah.
Then on Saturday, 4 o'clock, we've got Dragons versus Mavericks.
I would predict a Mavs win on that one.
So would I, but the way that McCall has been playing...
Yeah, if she gets any more confident, it could just be an absolute wipeout.
Yeah, so I actually think that's going to be a really good game. And also on Saturday at 5 o'clock, we've got Thunder versus the Forest, which I think is going to be an outstanding game again.
Yep.
So two brilliant games, I think, on Saturday. And then Saturday evening at 6:30, we've got Loughborough Lightning versus Panthers.
Okay, yeah, I take it back. I don't think Panthers are going to win this week. No. But, no, they're really not going to win that.
I know.
But imagine if they did.
What do you reckon? How many points is going to be between them?
I reckon 25 in it.
25.
Maybe 30. Not because I don't think Panthers are good, but just because I think Lightning are a bit too good.
And they don't mind turning the screw. They don't mind. They want that goal difference because, as we said earlier, the goal difference is between second and third right now.
Yeah, I think it's going to be it's going to be a confidence knock for Panthers. Yeah. But then once they've got that out of the way, there's some potential wins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting weekend.
It's just going to be a bit of an ouch moment when it's... But exciting.
But exciting.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot to watch.
For sure.
It'll be a lot. So no games on Sunday.
No games on
Sunday. That will be the day
day
that I catch up on everything.
Yeah.
I've got a lot going on the weekend, but my Sunday, I'll be on that sofa.
Yes, you will.
So out of the NSL, we've had a few happenings, a few little rumblings of what's been going on. We have had a step down of the head coach, Jess Thirlby, and we are in a very important year. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, we're 4 months out of the Commonwealth Games and we've lost our head coach.
For anyone who doesn't follow netball or is new to netball, the Commonwealth Games are essentially the Olympics, right? Yeah. We have the World Cup, but we don't have an international tournament for multiple sports because we're not in the Olympics, we being netball as a whole. Mm-hmm. So the Commonwealth Games are massive.
Yeah, they're the second, like that and the World Cup are the two things, right?
The kind of time where one of the few times where a country can show what kind of level they're at.
And it's where we really understand world rankings. Yeah. I think in these series that we hold throughout the years and things like that, I think we try to work out our rankings, but it's not until these big platforms and these big events that we really know what's what.
Yeah. So Jess Thirlby stepped down. She was the current head coach. I'm not sure how many years. I think she's been head coach since Tracy Neville, which is, I don't actually know how many years that is, but the rumblings were big. So she stepped down, not only because she is the Commonwealth year, but also people seemed very unhappy with Anna Stembridge, who is the new head coach, who was assistant head coach, has now been stepped up for the interim, we think.
We haven't been told.
We haven't really been told.
And also, so I'm fairly new into the netball sphere, especially international. I feel like I know much more about NSL than I do international, but people are not happy about Anna Stembridge stepping up.
And this is the thing that we were kind of saying, like this podcast, what we enjoy is that we are very much very open about the fact, like we're learning, having fun with it. We are players, but we've never really been super fans until now. So as far as it goes, being a fan who doesn't know the history, I've got Google, I've got Wikipedia, I've found out what I can. And when I looked it up, I was like, Anna Stembridge, she got us to a World Series final. We got to the Commonwealth. There was a few games it didn't look like we did terrible, but the general mood of netball, TikTok, Instagram, I'm sure on Twitter, but I don't have it, is this is terrible.
Yeah, and it seems to be because of her performance. But like you say, the titles that she's won, I'm like, doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah, so I think what we could really do with is just some more information.
Yeah, I asked Beth Bloom in Netball and she was like, looking for me as well and looking with me, really. So yeah, if anyone's happy to share information as to why in particular people are so unhappy
about it,
that other than the timing of it, I can really understand the timing of it. And anyone that's going to take on that job, you may as well stay on because we've got the World Cup next year. So they may as well stay on for these next two big tournaments. And maybe they want, maybe that's an incentive. Maybe if you get in now, you've got two under your belt. But if I was in that position, I'd probably say no, not right now, because you've got a squad you haven't selected.
Yeah. And also it's a lot of pressure where you've had no say in the moulding. No. But saying that, it could be a make or break moment. It's either you will take a team that has, the last games that they had when they went down to South Africa, the general feedback was that it wasn't the best. They played Jamaica. There's a general feeling that the Jamaican team that was brought wasn't the world level Jamaica team that they should have brought. So they're about to
We lost the New Zealand series just before that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, we are not on a good run. We've just lost our starting goalkeeper in Jazz Brown with this Achilles injury.
Which it's tough as well, because you look at these players and these are exceptional players. Why can't we win stuff? We need a coach who knows how to put them into play. But then if you don't know this history, I'm like, why can't we do it? I want to see. I want to hear from the England netball people.
Yeah.
Tell me. I want people who are trained in journalism to quiz them on it.
Yeah, you want a press conference.
I want a press conference.
That's what you want.
Yeah, and I've seen loads of people calling for it. If this was football, they make the tiniest decision and everyone is there getting Serena Wigman's up there being grilled.
Yeah. But then the downside of that is she even answering those questions honestly? Does everyone just get PR trained these days? So when you actually ask questions, even if we did have a press conference, they wouldn't be asked. Wouldn't be answered honestly anyway.
But the thing is, I think if you ask, it's a very good point. There is obviously that. But there's also, if there are certain questions that if they're not willing to answer, we'll tell a million things.
Yeah, that's true.
It just gives that opportunity, I think, for rather than us all speculating. And it also reduces the risk of people just losing interest because they don't know.
And that's sometimes where I go. If I can't find an answer, I ask a couple of people and then I just forget and I move on.
Life is so hard if it's hard work to follow something.
For sure.
You tap out.
Yeah.
I'm excited to know what's going on. I'm excited to know why people are so negative. Maybe if you're listening to this on either Spotify or YouTube, tell us, comment, because I want to see the debate. I want to understand it more. But yeah, weird one to start. It was last week. Was a weird start of the week, wasn't it?
It was
a weird random announcement.
And they also put in the same announcement who was stepping up into certain roles. So I think it actually should have been maybe 24 hours or 48 hours in between the two. So we can mourn Jess Thirlby, but also then get excited because they've brought newer people in or stepped into more senior roles that we could potentially be excited about, but we're not because it's overshadowed by all of this stress and anxiety for everyone.
Yeah. I think it's whatever happens, I want to know more. I want it to be easy to understand because I really want to be involved with the England team. I love seeing national sport, international sport. I am actually already looking at whether we can go to Glasgow, get ourselves to the Commonwealth Games, but I want to actually feel like I understand what's happening with the team. And when I'm talking to people about it, be like, this is a great call, this is a terrible call. But instead I'm kind of like, I don't really know. That could be a good call. I don't know.
Hit us up.
Hit us up. So speaking of exceptional netball, we won. The we of that was actually on the court, not you talking about we as in Pulse.
Yes.
We as in the Bumblebees won our game this week and we won very well.
Yeah. So I was still watching on the sidelines, but you guys played really well. One thing that we didn't quite get was the 50 that we were looking for. 50 goals is like the dream.
It's like the golden egg.
Yeah.
We've been after 50 goals many times and we keep getting very close, but we've not finished a game on 50 yet.
We got a 46 and a 48 earlier in the season.
And last week we got 49.
Oh.
And the thing is, it's just one of the things where it won't change. It doesn't give us any more points. It'll just be nice and tasty to be like 50. But here's my shout out. Our captain Hope, I know she's listening. I know you're listening, Hope. We were in the last quarter. Hope comes running over. She's gone to check the scorecard. She sees what we're up. I think we're like 12 goals away from getting to 50. So she's like, we can do this. This is the year. This is the week. This is the week. Hyping us all up. Thing is, I usually don't know the score for the majority of the game, and I just play the same the whole way through. Hope got in my head, and I was like,
she gets in everyone's head.
She got in everyone's head.
I don't know how she does it. She's just that little worm of her being like, we could really do it this time.
We could do it. But for me this time, it was positive. I was like, we can do it this time. I turned up the heat. I played like my life was on the line. Notice that though, everybody else, I think Hope got in their head the other way. And we started doing sillies. And I was like, no.
I did notice Hope chatting to the goal shooter at one point.
And I go, my thing.
Hope, it's coming down the court, you know.
And this, I heard you. I was backing it. Because I hope, you listening to this, you gave us that information, get us to 50. Hope, you dialed it down. You started chatting. And there was a point where I turned around and I was like, Hope, where are you? It doesn't end once you've done a backline pass. Come on, goalkeep. So we did not get 50.
No, I'm so close.
I'm putting some of that fault on.
Oh, she's feisty. Jeez.
I am. But no, we performed very well. Our team played really good. And after just dissing hope for however long,
there is something within me that was like, thank God you didn't get 50 when I'm not on court.
No, you'd been a bit sad.
I would have. Yeah. There would obviously majority of me would have been happy for the team, but there would have been a bit of me.
10%.
Yeah, of like, you guys don't need me.
FOMO's a real feeling. It's a valid feeling.
I have been off court for quite a while now. What's that, like 3 or 4 weeks?
Yeah, we do miss you. Obviously, playing with you, our team's a very well-gelled team. We've been around for a very long time, but we just play really well together.
We do. It's fun. And I miss the social side of it more than anything. So I have been coming down to watch the games. I'm going to come again this week. But it means that I've like missed the last maybe 3, maybe 4 games of the season. And the season ends this week.
Oh, that's really sad.
I know.
I miss playing with you because once you get that point where you know, like, I know what your face means. Like, I know what you want me to do. And I think also I am good at, like, for example, like a long bomb.
Yeah.
You're also very good at picking up the slight offness of my long bomb. I know that I can be out by a few centimetres and you will get it. Yeah, you will put your life on the line to get that ball.
Exactly.
Whereas a few times for people who've subbed in for us, I've lobbed it and they've looked at where I thought they would be and they're not. And I've been like, there. Rosie would have got that.
Oh, that makes me feel better.
Rosie would have got that. And maybe that's that I should improve slightly.
Do you know Tanya, our normal goalkeeper, has been goal shooting recently?
She did do a few
And shout out
stints.
to goal shooter Tanya, or goalkeeper Tanya.
Goalkeeper Tanya, majority of the time.
You did us these stickers that are on our mics.
We've upgraded. For the audio listeners, we now have little branded. Before we had only the orange poofs.
Yeah.
For our orange and blue theme. But now we have our little stickers on our mics.
Yeah, so shout out to Tanya. Thank you for that.
But for anyone who wondered why we have our theme as 70s living room, we were basically like, we're going to do it in the living room and we're going to have like a relaxed, chilled vibe. Should we just make the whole thing about a 70s living room?
Yeah.
I've kind of loved that we've gone for that.
And the sofa works.
The sofa works. Work with what you've got. If you want to make your dreams come true, look at what's around you.
For sure.
See what you can do with it. But this week we have a big game.
We do. Well, it's like frenemies.
That is exactly how I would.
We love vixens. We do really get on with them and we really care for them. Like if we find out someone's had an injury or we want to know how they get on each week and we want them to win.
We gossip with them a little bit.
Yeah, but when we play them.
Oh no.
We want us to win.
There's no friendship left on the cards. Twice a season, we are enemies.
Yeah, bless. So yeah, big game this week.
And I think we can win, but I think it'll be hard. I don't think it'll be easy win.
I don't think we've won against them.
Which is why I think we can.
In 8 years.
Oh, and you're not playing. Maybe we can't win.
Oh, maybe you can. Maybe that's why. No! Maybe you're getting a great sub. And yeah, that'll do it.
I'm excited, but I want us to play well. Even if we lose, last game of the season, I want to leave feeling that dopamine thrill.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave feeling like I could have played better.
Yeah, well, give it all you got, girl.
I'm going to give it all I've got. You better be cheering loud.
I will be. I'll be there.
When you bring your lungs.
Yeah, I will. That's what I've been suffering with, the chest infection. So the lungs are...
Maybe a megaphone.
Yeah, the lungs are lunging. But
bring your mic.
Yeah, I'll try.
Bring your mic. I'll bring an earpiece. I'll listen to the whole way through.
Great.
Personal commentary and hype will be required.
Well, I think this has been longer than 3 seconds.
It has been longer than 3 seconds.
Thanks for joining us today, guys.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great week.
Bye.